Good morning, adventure travelers, and good morning, Izmir. Alright, we are off to Gallipoli, or thereabouts. So, quite a big day on the bike today, 5 hours in the saddle, 7-hour day, something like that. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a fair amount of highway, but it is what it is. At the moment, we are near the port, on the water, and it's a little bit nippy, but I'm sure it'll warm up soon. It was pretty hot yesterday, so hopefully there'll be something to see today, but don't count your chickens. Talk to you soon. Hello trendsetters, well, just checking in, nothing too much to report, just chipping away at the day. We are back on the water, as you can see. Got another couple of hours to go, and just putting the K's in behind us. And that's all about I've got for you actually, so I will check in soon. And we're in the mountains again, or more accurately, we are under the mountain. Just a bit more tunnel fun before we pop out the other side, and then we will be heading down to sea level. Hopefully we'll have some nice mountain views for you coming up very soon. Stay tuned. Okay, we don't have any stunning mountain views, but we do have some beautiful countryside. And here we are at the ferry terminal. It looks like rather than going the long way, we're going to go across the ferry. All good? Yeah. Shane's got it sorted. Okay, we're going left. Go left. Bikes to the left. Ooh, onto the ferry. Boom! Great success! And we are on our way to the other side of somewhere. I don't know exactly where we are. Shane's doing the navigating today. I'm just not paying attention, which is good. I'll have that job back in a few days. This guy here won't have to worry anymore.
I've enjoyed it.
Of course you have.
For the planning.
Shane loves being in control, telling us all what to do.
As long as you do as you're told, no problem.
And that's where we came from. Not a bad day all in all. And we made it to the Aqua Boss Hotel. Interesting name for a hotel, Aqua Boss. It looks suitably 2-star, which is just what we want. Bikes out the front, very nice. And here we are at Gallipoli. The bikes are just parked up on the side of the road there. And it's a beautiful, quiet little cove. Perfect place for a landing, unless of course the enemy are sitting and waiting in the hills. And there are the hills up there. That's a cemetery in front of us, where there are 26 New Zealanders and 1 unknown soldier. A little bit of a memorial there. It's all quite somber. It's a beautiful part of the world, but almost exactly 110 years ago, it was a bit of a bloodbath. Here are some of the Anzac soldiers, the Kiwi Anzacs. and you can't see it because of the sun, but there's a bit of a memorial there. There's the hills up there where the Turks were waiting for the boys, and that's the beach that they pulled up on. Last thing they ever saw. Here's another monument to the Anzacs. It's just a statement by Ataturk saying that the countries are at peace now and the soldiers lie side by side. Here's the Turkish graveyard on the other side of the hill. Their gravestones seem to be round, if they are gravestones. They're just sort of round rocks with the crescent, the Muslim crescent, and there you've got the star up there. Yes, very nice. And here's another monument. It's in Turkish, so I can't tell if it's an Anzac one. Oh, down the bottom it says Australia General Vasily Lord Casey. Shout out to Andy Casey. Must be an Anzac monument. Okay, we are in the hills above Gallipoli. There's various memorials to all the soldiers, but I won't drag it out and give you a big long boring history lesson that you all already know. Okay, so we rode past the one monument that we were supposed to stop at. We stopped at all the others, but these are the things that happen when you go touring and adventuring around the world. Anyway, we paid our respects on the beach and at various monuments. So, very thankful to be living in the free world, although Turkey at the moment isn't exactly politically free, but it's still a lot better than a lot of other countries around the world, a lot. So hopefully they will get their democracy sorted out and stay on the upward trajectory that they're on. And we are back on the Med, heading to Istanbul. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of the Med this afternoon. A fair chunk of the trip is coastal, and then once I leave Istanbul I won't be seeing the Med until I get to Croatia. Just been thinking about where we are on the map, and this is not the Med, I think it's the Bosphorus. Either way, it's beautiful to be by the water as we just go through some trees, and it spits us back out on the coastline. Here's a bit more of a close-up in case the other video was too far away. Wow, it's very impressive. Amazing structure. Well done, Turkey. The boys are pulling off for a closer look. And here we are. Welcome to Istanbul, the big smoke. Wow, lots of apartment buildings. I think we're just on the edges now, but yep, we are definitely at Istanbul, not far from the hotel now, and we have been going past what seems to be a castle of sorts for quite a while. I'll have to look into it, but yeah, some ancient old castle. I think there might be a university inside or something like that. Bit of traffic around, but it's about 5 o'clock, so it's not as bad as Auckland though. What's that castle, mate? Do you know what the castle is? The castle.
Parking.
Castle. This castle. No idea? Okay. Well, you're sacked as tour guide. It's old bricks. There you go. Nobody has any idea. And here we are. Novotel. Hey, the Novotel. And that is it. Officially, the end of the ride. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Novotel and the guys have just got off the bikes, and that is the end of the Three Amigos. But only for now. We're already in the process of planning our next ride. There are the beautiful bikes. Shane's already said he's joining us on the next ride in Thailand or somewhere. Andrew's a starter. The Three Amigos shall ride again. Anything you'd like to say to the camera?
It's been an awesome trip, Ray. Thanks for having us along as part of your journey and props.
Thank you for spending the time and money to come to the other side of the world.
We had all 4 seasons, cold, 5 degrees, 27 degrees, mountains, hills, desert, everything.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
No close calls.
No, it was pretty good driving.
Nothing you want to talk about.
Nothing we want to talk about.
No, thanks, Ray. Fantastic few days, mate.
Awesome. Thanks for coming. Wow, not a bad view from the 10th floor of the Novotel, looking out onto the Bosphorus to Istanbul harbour. Boom! Look at that. It's Istanbul. In the background, look at all those ships. Anywho, it's the end of the ride for the lads. As we said before, one more day with Andy in Istanbul, and Shane's around for 2 or 3. So, not quite the end, but almost there. Good evening, adventure travellers. We are here at the Grand Mosque in central Istanbul. Look at that behind me. Isn't it amazing? Look at that. I'm not sure if we can go inside it, but apparently the best views are at night, and that's what we're getting. And next to it is a beautiful little park. And back to the square. And just across from the Grand Mosque is another mosque. Maybe it's the less grand mosque, but it's still impressive. And here it is in front of the park. Look at that. I'll zoom in a bit. You might be able to hear the call to prayer. There's a prayer going on at the moment. Very nice way to spend the first evening in Istanbul. And there's lots more to see.